Uh, I'm not getting this sign. Yes. A very good morning to all of you, dear students. Today we are going to do a very simple and important topic of writing section, that is diary entry. Diary entry, as the title shows, it is entry in the diary. If you see the picture here, it is diary, and the diary entry is when we write something in the diary, then we share our feelings. That is diary entry, and it is taken as a informal writing part of the language. Now this diary entry is very interesting and important. I said simple because it is not some kind of formal writing. It is simple in the sense that we can write, we can share what we want. Informal, you can see here, and it is informal, but when the diary entries of some important person, some great writers, some great person, it is somewhere, it is published or it is in somewhere shared with the public for some importance. For example, Anne Frank, the diary entry of Anne Frank is famous in the world because it belongs to history, to some part of the war in the world, in the history of the world. So it is taken as a record. When you see in the picture, you can see, and this is the picture of Anne Frank, and you can see the diary of Anne Frank here. That she shared whatever she shared, whatever memories she shared in her diary, they were later taken as record of war and information to the whole world. When they are of some great importance, they are shared with the public or the world. Now, in simple words, if we say that what is this diary entry? This diary entry is a personal account of the most important and pressing event that took place on a given day. Day one in the life of a person. Now, in the diary entry, we describe our feelings, our emotions we want to share with the world or with the diary particularly, what happened to us on a day. Personal emotions are projected on a paper regarding sometimes important that happened to the day. Events are recalled by the writer and the secrecy is maintained as the information and emotions involved are too personal to be exhibited. I told you that it is somewhere shared with the public for some purpose. Okay, but otherwise it is personal. Now, what is the format of the diary? Format for as we are writing for the examination purpose, we are learning how to write diary. We are supposed to follow some particular format. That is, on the first top left side, we write the day and date. Okay, I think you are much aware of the day and date, but I will discuss later also how to write date. Then leave a blank line. We will leave a line here. Then we write the time, particular properly time. Then again we will leave a line here, and then dear diary. As we were sharing, we can somewhere address the diary. Dear diary. For personal diary, so we can give some name also. But here we will use dear diary. Then here is the body of the letter, and then again we will leave a blank line, and then name of the writer. Now, how we will add details? You can see that on the top date is day, first day, then month, then in figures we will write the date, comma, and then year. Now time can be written on the right side as it is, you can see in the picture. Otherwise, it can be written below this day and date also. It can be added here. It can be written on the right side also. Then dear diary. Now, how to develop this body of the letter? It is important. Now, first, today you can add some kind of expressions because you are sharing what happened today. If you will get the question also, you will read the question examples. Then again, you share what happened to you today. Today was a wonderful day. You can start like this. I'm totally down today. Down today. Down today means not feeling good. Fine. Some kind of expressions we can add in the beginning. Next, we will add what happened, why was it good or bad, then how you feel, how are you feeling now, how you felt at that time, you can add, and what are your hopes and plans for the future means what you think about the situation, what happened to you, what you plan for the future means how you want to reform yourself, some kind of diaries you have done earlier also that you are scolded by the teacher or you saw on the road something and you want to share and you plan something that I will do this for. Now some kind of the finalizing your feelings. I feel better now that I have written everything down. I have to sleep now means some kind of finalizing the expression. Somewhere you will finalize. ये नहीं कि उसको आप उसको open ended छोड़ दो कि ये हुआ that's over. No, there should be always a beginning, then development, then growth of the thought. You can write, share your feelings, then again finalizing what you will do, and then somewhere closing that how you will, or now you are feeling light, you are feeling better after sharing your feelings, and then me. Now, about the tense, you may write about the past, present, and the future. As you see in the body of the letter, that you share what happened and what how are you feeling now, and what will you do. Means it we can write diary in all three tenses. Okay, but tense formation should be correct. You may use informal language, short forms, incomplete sentences, and exclamation. Okay, you can write some kind of short forms, but always avoid that in for examination purpose. Okay, so these keep this thing in mind. Now, last point is that you should use connectors to help the reader understand anyway instead of me. Some kind of connectors you can use. Now, some simple steps for diary writing. Write the content in your own unique style that your personal taste. As I told you that you are free, you should feel free. You are totally free to write the way you want. Means some kind of creativity should be there. Next is you may write about your own feelings or about events, conveying facts, information, ideas, advice, etc. Means you may write your own feelings or events, conveying facts means telling the realities, and then some you can add information, then ideas, create your creativity and advice also. Next is the diary should be taken as alive as a platform for our thoughts and feelings. We should take diary as a platform for our thoughts. In a way, you will feel that you start feeling like writers. When you start writing, I would like to advise you that it is the best way of expressions, best way to share. Always remember, beta, that what you cannot share to anybody, that you can share with your diary. And it is a very good habit. In my childhood also, I started this, I tried this, and it is really very good experience. But somewhere you feel that it is personal. So I would like to advise not to share everything personal, or we need to keep aware if it is very personal that it should be kept very on some hidden place or not visible to all. Now make your entries honestly and truthfully. Don't lie to yourself. It is talking to oneself. When we write diary, it means we are talking, we are sharing, but we cannot share to others. So that's why I tell you that diaries and letters. I will say that diaries and letters are very personal, as it is one of the etiquettes that we should not read the letters of others. In another way, we should not read the diaries of others. But you will feel, and with the permission of the person, we can somewhere open that or read that. We must close the diary with their name or signature. Some closing is there. Now I have an example, and I would like to share with you that how we can develop. Here is the example. You are a resident of Kashmir's famous Lal Bagh area. Recently, your state suffered a lot due to heavy rainfall. As a result, your area was flooded. You had to abandon your home and live in a relief camp. Many people were injured. Make a diary entry recording your experience in the relief camp. Means first we need to read the question very attentively. That you are a resident of a particular area and recently your state suffered a lot due to heavy rainfall. Means it is about the consequences of the heavy rainfall, as you might be hearing or reading the news regarding the flooded areas these days and the problems that people are facing. Somewhere you need to assume it is not so that it didn't happen to you, so you can't realize. But somewhere you have to feel this. Now, Thursday 21st, first we will write the day and date and then time, then dear diary. Today is my 5th day at the relief camp. In somewhere you need to feel and write. How are you feeling? Life here is very tough. Now you will start sharing. First you will share about the present situation. Then what is happening? Life here is very tough. We had to leave our home as water reached the first floor. If you see, then it is in the past tense. Thank God we are safe, but life is far from normal. But life is not normal, means sharing your present situation and mental state. The army jawans are doing their best to provide assistance, but it is not enough. There is shortage of water, clean drinking water, medicines, and warm clothes. Now you can well imagine the problems of the people, what they might be facing. Or you might assume that you are not able to go out of your home for a few days. What problems you will face. So you can share that. You can imagine and share. While living within the comfort of my house, I had never realized that life could be such a pain. No doubt we cannot feel what that does not happen to us, but somewhere we can. My sister has fever since the past 2 days and she has received no medical attention up till now. Now again concluding part, I pray to God that this phase gets over soon and we are able to return back to home, or we will be able to return back to home. I don't want to live in this hell anymore. And in the end, we have to write the name of art. We have to share our name. Now, uh, yes. So students, I